Hi everyone, my name is Cassidy McFadzean and I'm so excited to be the incoming writer-in-residence at the Saskatchewan Writers Guild. I previously had the chance to work with writers outside the major cities in Saskatchewan as part of the 2024 virtual facilitated retreat, so I'm really excited for this opportunity to hopefully work with some of you again and to meet new writers that I haven't met yet. As some of you may know, I was born and raised in Regina, so I'm originally from Saskatchewan. I completed my BA as well as my MA in creative writing at the University of Regina. I had an incredible experience, and I went on to complete an MFA in poetry as well as an MFA in fiction. So I'm really excited to look at all genres of writing, not just poetry, but fiction, nonfiction, anything that you want to share with me. I would be very excited to read. A little bit about my mentoring philosophy. So I was previously the writer-in-residence at Sheridan College, the poet-in-residence at ARC Poetry Magazine, and my mentoring philosophy is really to meet a piece on its own level and to really trust the writer's instincts and goals for a piece. So what I really look for is identifying what's really working well. So maybe the voice is very compelling, or maybe you're doing something really innovative with form. Maybe you have an incredible sense of musicality and rhythm in your poetry. Whatever it is, I really love identifying what's working well and seeing how we can tease that out further, how we can make that even stronger and really the focus of the piece. So that's really what I thrive at doing. But if you do have particular questions about form or structure or any part of poetry or fiction that you do want me to look at, that's something that we can spend our time doing as well. So sometimes, you might have a question about the ending of your short story or particular character, whether the character is working, or maybe the rhythm in one of your poems, you can't quite get the stanza to sound right. That's something that we can look at as well. So really, I'm excited to come to the piece with an open mind, but if you do have particular parts that you'd like to focus on, that's something that we can talk about as well. The other thing I want to highlight is professionalization skills. So I do have a lot of experience in applying to literary magazines, submitting your work for poetry contests, for research grants, for arts grants, for MFA programs. If any of those are things that you're interested in and have questions about, I would be really happy to look at any statements of purpose or just have a more casual conversation about those goals as well. So really, our consultation sessions are totally up to you. We could really focus on the line edits and the nitty-gritty and spend the whole time doing that. Or we could, have a more casual conversation about submitting your work to journals and applying for grants and that sort of thing as well. Or, maybe a combination of the two. So I'm really here to be a resource, to be a positive presence, to be a welcoming presence in your Zoom, in your 1 hour Zoom. And I'm really excited to get to know some of you and to work together. So I just thought I would read one of my poems just to give you a sense of my own work. But again, I'm open to all modes from, the more traditional lyric to the more experimental, and similarly in fiction and nonfiction as well, whether you're writing sort of lyric memoir or, genre fiction. Hopefully I can be helpful for your particular goals for a piece. So this poem I'll read, Calyx of Held. It is from my 2024 book, Crying Dress with House of Anansi. And it's really about the beautiful gardens in the neighborhood in Toronto where I live, in the annex. Calyx of Held. It was shoulder season when you cradled my crown in your hands like a purple echinacea with a damaged stalk. Oh, baby flower, you need to fix that stem on your head. I was a mouthful of water you held in cupped hands, my spine climbing ivy. I was wisteria hanging, cosmos, pollen collected under the nail of your thumb. I was blue as snow glory, amaryllis with a broken stake, asters strewn on annex walkways. I was pincushions, Veronica, rain-heavy stone crop. You pressed your lips to my forehead and held the kiss, sipping me, I thought. So that's one of my poems, and I'm really excited to read some of your poetry, fiction, nonfiction. I'm looking forward to hearing from some of you. If you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out, and hopefully we'll be in touch soon.